hold myself accountable to what I said to Manny as his platform. He runs his platform the way he wants to run his platform. I can't tell him what to do. So I'm holding myself accountable for saying, Manny, you should X, Y, and Z. Who am I to tell him what to do with his platform? So I'm holding myself accountable for that. I'm going to go back on mute so y'all can run it.
Only just came to give her a little dose of just being in her business when she was in my business just recently. Nothing before that. That's it. And again,
I wasn't in your business. Braid asked for right.
I mean, you could
Braid
spend
asked.
it. Now you just told me don't spend things, but you could
Wait a
spend
minute.
it.
But no, I'm not. Did or did not did
It
or
came
did
from
not.
my business of him asking y'all whatever he was asking y'all. It came from me. It came
Braid.
from.
So
Braid.
my question then, Manny, would be, I heard everything. My question would be her telling me not to do business as far as Petty Row goes, because she was specifically talking about people who've done me wrong, which was Petty Row and potentially Nitro. I don't remember her specifically saying
I
your
didn't
name
say
at
those
all.
names.
Yeah, she
No.
didn't say anybody's names actually specifically, but I was assuming that she was talking about Petty Row because Petty Row is the one who did me wrong. Why did you feel hit by that? Just from her advice to me. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Oh yeah, I think that's called a silent treatment. Um,
If you don't mind me jumping in, Manny, before you say you want to address Cool about things she said, just remember that on your panel, you had your antennas all in her business between other women, speaking on her. So should she come then to other panels and say, Manny, why are you in my business? Because you do it every other week. Is it the same or is it not?
What
Manny.
21? Like I
somebody loan me a
said,
hand heart.
like I
A
said,
finger heart and give it to 21, please. Thanks.
like I said, the cool as I am not offended by any critiques or anybody pressing me, addressing me, saying something to me about anything that happens on my platform 21. So I'm never in a frenzy.
But you were just offended, so much so that you felt like you needed to come and rattle the panel. Manny.
That's all I did. I mean, is Cool gonna lose sleep from that? Like, I mean, only thing I used her. She literally said, "Manny, you used my words. You could have said my name."
Yeah, it's
Like,
called
it
site
wasn't that
work.
serious.
It's called sites, bibliography. You can say, cool, you said you're very demure, classy, whatever. You could have said that because you just said that, but that was a slight, right? Come on, Manny, stop playing with me.
So long as you got it, like you understood
I
who I
did,
was
so
talking to.
why are you doing this?
So I just told you why. Doesn't mean it's gonna keep
Oh,
going. It was only today, Cool. Like, what the hell? That's why I say Cool not gonna lose sleep. She got it when I first said it. It was too
Manny.
cool.
Wait a minute, Manny, you know we do this. Like,
I
come
know we
on.
do this. The
Me,
audience, is having their feelings, and I'm okay with
So,
it.
Manny, my question to you would be, do you think that domestic violence is more like a joking term or something to joke about? I want to know your opinion personally. I know my thoughts on it, but what are your thoughts?
Thank you. Get up.
Is that just because of the DV part of it all? Like, I know you were jumping up here to go against what she said, but in the process, you simply turned her situation about being DV'd into her being an abuser and abusing men. So I didn't know if that was something that you thought was like a joke or something you could just spin and play with.
I don't think he's gonna answer you,
That's a
Braid.
dumb question. Well, bitch, that's a dumb name. Go ahead.
I would say this, Manny. I hope, I hope that's not the case here. I really do. I,
Because I made it clear to you I was
wait,
asking for
let me get
clarity.
my, let me get
And you
my,
explained that, right?
yes.
She
But
clarified you still went on and said that
yes,
she abused her husband after
like,
the clarification.
Did you hear that, Cool?
We was in here.
yes.
We was all in
Cool,
here
you heard
after
me
she
say you
clarified it.
abused your
And you
husband?
still went on. Yeah, you did. You
Oh my God,
And
specifically
you
he was a
said
literally
defenseless
said
man.
that.
What if he was defenseless? He was a defenseless man and she was the abuser. You asked that direct question, man.
after she explained it.
Okay, I guess I'll use you all's listening ears then. Okay.
It's not a matter. It's not even a matter. And I'm a drop.
Well,
And
$2
for those of y'all
live
who
got
like,
clips,
why
so I don't
she
even
in
know if
this?
$2 can get it back. So, but maybe the bloggers have it, because I do know y'all have a listening problem, and I tell y'all that to y'all
It's
face.
not a listening
For saying
problem.
it.
Yeah, it's a listening problem.
No, I heard you very clearly, Manny. And if, for those of y'all who are like, who is this girl? Cool is my sister, and I be everywhere cool at. Okay, everywhere cool at, to make sure my sister is okay. And I absolutely did hear you. So in this moment, before the blogs play it, what you could do, Manny, is say, you know what, that was ugly, and I shouldn't have said something like that. And I
Well,
should
no,
have
play the
paused. I
blog
should have
because I wouldn't,
clarified.
because I
Well,
don't even speak on
I'm giving you an
husbands. So play the
opportunity.
blog,
I'm
boo
trying to
boo.
give you an
No, you
opportunity to
can't give me no
clarify.
opportunity because I don't speak on
Well,
husbands.
that's on you, Manny, and that's
Yeah,
going to
that's
be
on you,
replayed. But
21.
it's not on me because it came out of your
Yeah, I
mouth,
don't
and I
speak on
heard you very
husbands.
clearly when you did it.
Where do
I
you?
heard you
I'm telling
very
you, your
clearly, and
earring
then
is
that is
off,
when
boo
the live
boo.
ended. We
Yeah,
all, for the folks who was in there, we heard you very clearly, Manny.
and your hearing is off,
My hearing is
ma'am. I
A1,
understand you be
baby.
on this app 24
My
7, but
my
your hearing is
hearing my
off.
hearing is A1. I don't be on this
Girl,
app
your hearing is
24/7. I
not
be at work,
A1.
sweetheart.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Manny. So, Manny, you
That's
did
you.
actually say that. So you did say this is exactly what you said. You said that, so you fight Manny. You said the husband was weekend. So you did correct.
The husband,
You did.
because
You said that. You said men. Well, you said
y'all keep
men. You
using
used
a
plural.
word
You
that I
said
know I would
men. You
not
said
have used.
men.
Y'all keep saying
You
husband.
said men, and that's when $2 said, "Well, if
Thank
this
you. Thank you, black girl. Thank you. What did I say, black girl?
you said men,
Thank you.
so you did
Even
say
if you
men."
said men, you said what if
People
21,
Cool was
you
say,
the
were so sure
abuser?
on, you heard
You
it
said
pop,
clearly.
what
people
if
You were
say,
she
so sure
okay?
hey,
on, you
I
heard what
stand
I
corrected
said.
on that,
You were
but
so
baby, you
sure
still
on that I said
baby,
something
I
about
can
her
whisper better than
husband.
you can
Y'all were
holler.
so sure
You
that it was
absolutely
husband.
said that. Okay.
Y'all was so sure that it was husband.
But you
Men and
still
husband,
said,
two different
what if
things.
she was the abuser?
Men and husband are two different things.
So
You
what?
still said, what if she was the abuser? The insinuation that she was abusing men. And I will make the connection because some people need shit full circle. Is that the person who does that as well is the homegirl you came up here to defend in the first place. Because the problem that's being spoken on, that is the undercurrent, is that she uses women to bring into her little lion's den and then tries to drag them under the guise of friendship and other shit and say, oh, this my homegirl, and then try to bring their business forth to get some content. So the issue really is about, are we standing on business all like that, like we say we are? Are we the hero
On
that we
business, because
say
Manny
we
didn't say
are?
nothing about husbands.
That's
So
I'm
y'all want
not
to lie. Y'all are
I'm moving
liars.
past you, Manny, because
Y'all are liars.
you're not going to
Y'all are
listen.
liars.
Manny.
Y'all are a bunch of
Hold
women and men
on.
who love to
Who are
lie.
liars? Manny,
Y'all
you
are
had you
liars.
the things that
Hold
we're
on really quick,
talking
y'all.
about
21, give it a
Hold
predate.
on
second.
really
She's
quick.
trying to
Hold
tell y'all
on.
something. Just mute. She's trying to tell y'all.
So look, the live is glitching,
Help
y'all.
you.
Please make sure y'all are tapping the screen. Make sure y'all are sending 1 cent gifts. We know it's glitching. Just keep tapping the screen, please. Just doing a quick mod break and then y'all can go back to it. So just please make sure you're tapping the screen, send the 1 cent gift, support the live, support the host. We don't need another page gone. All
And
right?
I will say that they started saying the glitching when the A word was being used, that AB word. So let's try to maybe steer away from the AB word. That might help a little bit too.
Yeah, and can I add one thing here? I'm sorry,
Let me
Clive.
let me be very clear, and I'll let Hippie go. Trina, I'm okay. Let me be clear. I said I don't fight women. I fight men. Ask my daughter. That's the exact thing I said. Now, since I'm here, and that was the focus, not the abuse, but not the AB. Literally, I told you why I said that. That's called context. You took one sentence and tried to build context on it, and it's my story. Mine. So, in order for you to understand what I was saying, I had to go in my history. Y'all can literally just listen to $2 Live. And when I said it, I said I didn't want to spew my history on this app, not to all these people, but you put me in a corner where I had to tell you I had to fight my way out of that marriage. I ended up with a concussion because of that marriage. And I wasn't supposed to fight back. I wasn't supposed supposed to get my child, who was 5 years old at the time, and fight my way out of there? So yeah, my head is always on the swivel. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I just want to add that I do take cool ass very seriously. I will tell y'all the reason why I don't take most things on Messy Talk seriously is because I was fighting them grown men in elementary school from these DV situations, several of them. And I just don't think that most of y'all are with that type of time. Y'all ain't been fighting as long as me. But to the point, what I did want to clarify for the people listening, my dear Manny, the first thing is he said men, but the conversation was about cool ass and her husband. So that's why people are getting that confused. But he did say men
Thank you.
in
They don't
general.
listen and they're liars. They don't listen and they're liars.
Well, I
Manny,
don't
you
know
a
that they're
whole
liars.
liar because you sat up here and said
They
you
are
didn't
a
say
freaking
nothing like
bunch of
that, and you
liars. They're
absolutely
liars.
did.
They're
Y'all please let me,
liars.
Manny, please
They're
let me
Manny,
land
liars.
my plane.
Twinny,
I'm not saying
he
that they're
does not
liars.
like me. He doesn't like me. And
he can
that's
have it
okay.
though. He can have it though
He
because it
doesn't
wasn't
like me.
about him. I moved on to the topic that was really the topic and why it got to this place and why the conversation got to this place with the particular person that we were talking about initially before Manny decided to insert his antennas in the conversation was that, and who he came up caping for, not knowing the history of that person predates what y'all call this version of Messy Talk. All of that predates this version of Messy Talk because she used to be the lure to the red pill man to bring women into the conversation to argue for content for them to then turn around and talk about how they wanted to batter women and that they and throw threats and tell them that those women's heads should be bleeding, etc. Right? Saying things like that and then never addressing or holding them accountable for doing things like that. And what Cool is describing about bringing women up into the panel and asking them what their bust size is, how big is your waist, what is your hip size and all of this stuff. And are you a fat woman? Are you fit friendly and what? When they were all on the Kevin Samuels train, trying to pretend to be him. And I know we know many creators who tried to dress like him and assert themselves the way he did to try to bring women up and do atrocious things. That is what the
But
content where we came from.
Wait,
That
hold
is
on.
where
let's
that
talk
is
this.
where
I need to
woman
land
is
my plane.
TikTok.
Cause you done moved on and I want to land my plane, miss. I don't got no problem with you, but I need to land my plane. My brain don't work like that. Now it sounds like y'all trying to have a tea time drag session. I ain't in there. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the
Right.
comments for that.
It's
But
not a
more
drag
specifically,
session.
that's
It's
what it
the
sounded like to me.
truth.
That was my statement. But more
But it's
specifically,
also
let me
child's play
wait.
compared to what I've seen.
Okay, Bray, that's cool. Let me lay my plane related to Manny. The second thing is where he is pulling the tea time, in my opinion, is he asked the question of so was he abused? Or so was he I forget the exact word choice. But my point is he was trying to go back and forth with y'all to say, I didn't make that statement. It happened, yes it did, but he asked
Okay,
it in the
you
form of a
clarified and I
question.
understood that. I thank you for clarifying it. I don't mean this in a
Thank you.
disrespectful way. I did understand your clarification.
I
I
don't
was
think that
moving
everyone
beyond
understood it.
that.
It wasn't for
It's
you, it was for
above
the
me now,
entire
sweetheart.
audience. Well, you don't speak for everyone. I think you understood it.
I
I'm
don't
not saying
speak
you're
for
slower than
everyone, but
anybody.
I'm speaking specifically on the topic because I witnessed
Well,
the
that was the topic,
relationship
and so
as
you
to how
decided
it
that you
got
wanted to
there.
revert it back to
So
the
it's
original
not drag.
topic.
It
So I
was
had to
it
go ahead and
was about
clarify
the
for you.
previous topic. Okay.
Okay, thanks. I'll go ahead. I don't care about your mods, $2. I said what I said. Okay, I'll go back to the comments.
Wait,
Yeah.
don't
And
mute. What
I
did you
would be
say? What did you say? Stop muting. What did you say, Manny?
Manny's not up there, that's hippie, but
Manny, what did you say, hippie?
Oh, I already landed my plane, and I don't care about how anybody feels about me landing my plane. I said what I said. Okay,
It's
I'll be
not
back.
disrespectful towards you. You upset, and I'm not being disrespectful
No, it's
towards you.
not
I said I
disrespectful, but you're
understood.
trying to
I was
dismiss me, and I don't do well when
clarifying.
people
I'm
dismiss me,
not trying
baby.
to
I
dismiss
don't do
you. That's
that.
not what my voice. Is the
Then
tone
I'm
of
gonna
my voice
then I'm gonna have to
sarcastic?
poke. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Hippie,
happens when people try to dismiss me.
hippie.
I'm gonna
Can you
start
hear me
poking
for
for no
just
reason.
1 second? I'm
Sure,
not trying to
absolutely. I
dismiss
apologize.
you. I'm not trying to dismiss you. That is not what I was doing. I was circling back to the topic. It was no disrespect towards you. I don't want to fuss about Manny no more. I lightweight don't care about him. To be
I'm
100%
not fussing
honest, I
about Manny.
don't.
I admitted that he was wrong.
Okay, but that's not where I'm at, and I ain't coming for you either.
Okay, cool. I don't have an issue with you.
Bye.
As I said before, and I'll go back to the comments. No problem.
Bye,
Has,
hippie.
has Serafina spoke yet?
No, I wanted to tell Hippie thank you for you and Bray coming up. It's It's not like that, hippie. It's not. It's not. And I'm sorry that you felt that way. But I'll go back on you because I really want to hear. I really,
But
really.
cool, I came up. I'm definitely.
Trina,
Well, I
please.
hate that it's you and Tea Time going against each other necessarily, but I'm definitely Team Tea Time and Team Cool Ass. I'm just not Team Manny, so that's why I just had to come up here and just deter that one. But I'm definitely not on the side of, because like what you just said, 21. Everything that you described about Tea Time, I can say that about 5 to 10 other women on Messy Talk creators, specifically one that we're probably in the panel of right now that will fit into that description. How you describe, not sorry to that. So I just really can't go with that narrative on Tea Time, and everything that you said again is child's play as far as what the fuck happens on Messy Talk. So I'm glad I didn't necessarily see that side, but also that's not even a big fucking deal. But go ahead, y'all.
I feel you, Braid, but you saying that it really can't. Go ahead, AP.
Braid, I'm like, I gotta clock you. Like, I'm over the.
Clock me. But go ahead.
Can y'all?
Candy, because you really, cool. You don't think Tea Time does anything different than a lot of other fucking creators, but I think the biggest part that you're missing is even these relationships people have had with her. That doesn't make it the same as how other people move on this app. And if whether you want to deny it, that's fine. Whatever you want to say, I wasn't around. You weren't around then. You don't know all the ins and outs. But keep it like that. Like, why it gotta be? You know what I'm saying?
Actually, exactly what I kept it at. And I said from when I've been around, what I've seen and what I haven't seen when I wasn't around. And again, if you're talking about something that happened 2+ years ago, I'll be more inclined. What's more important is what's now.
But you have to understand
That's
the concept.
that's actually not the case, because the very person that you defend loves bringing up old shit.
But
So
wait,
that already conflicts.
That would be do I. I'm talking about me.
Okay, that's fine. But
That's
you
nothing to do
are
with me.
saying that you're
I'm talking about my stance right now.
okay. Cool. That's cool. That's your stance. But it's just weird to sit there and be like, I can't clock anything else on this person because they don't do anything different. Like, it's just a covering to me.
Y'all can clock whatever you want to clock. I'm just here to counter clock shit.
Okay. All I wanted to say was this. The reason why I brought up the history, because you have to understand the context of such, right? This is not nothing new. This is history, right? And in order to understand the present and to understand where you're going in the future, you have to absolutely acknowledge the past. That's it. That's all. So I was just trying to give the audience as well as the panelists the history, the context, right, of why we're here. That's it. And we get that a lot of people a lot of people don't know the history, right? That's it.
I was asking, can we get the timestamp for the clip?
Yeah, because I just want to hear that part. Like, I'm over everything that happened yesterday. I just want to hear the part where she said, "Will your degrees keep you out of pain?" I want to hear the part where she mentions my pain meds. Like, I want to hear that.
Serafina.
Real quick, $2. I wanted to ask you, when you got up this morning, you went live and I came in here, were we even discussing tea?
No, we wasn't.
Well, okay. And it was actually somebody else who was disgruntled with tea that wanted to come up to the panel and express their disgruntledness with tea, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Better stop calling me that $2.
Okay, Trina. Okay, dang. I'm sorry.
Now I don't know what's going on up here. Y'all know when it's cool, I'm gonna come.
What the hell?
hell's
You been saying
going
all
on?
this time and you don't know what the hell going on?
Cool ass. Where did that comment come from about the 2
I seen
degrees?
her and Manny.
Where did that?
What about tea time?
What's the context?
I just learned about it today. I was in $2 Live and somebody said, I just heard the part where she said something about my episode or mental illness. I did not hear it. So they're getting ready to play it. But people in the comments are saying, yeah, she said, "Will your 2 degrees, X, Y, and Z keep you out of pain?" Like, that's
Okay,
crazy.
so we don't know the context just of yet. Or
Okay, can y'all help me out? Is it because she got 2 clips of here on T? Is it the first clip or the second? Is it the first one or the second one, y'all? Part 1 or part 2 that she said that in? Do anybody down there know?
Oh, honestly, it was probably part 2 because that's the end where she was crashing out before Proxy came up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Somebody said it was a response to play.
Right. That's crazy, right?
That is crazy.
Hold on. I want to say that this crazy how it's so many people obsessed with what their depiction of my hatred for tea time is, whatever. But yet the bitch got 5 diss tracks on me. I don't spend time in the studio or off of this app doing not a fuck thing, writing a fuck thing about any one of y'all that I don't fucking like. But y'all want to sit here and act like I
I don't need a context. I want context. I'm just curious. I just want
Right,
the
I
context.
don't
So
spread
it's
nowhere.
before
Y'all are more obsessed about
Proxy
it.
get in the panel? Is it before Proxy get in the panel?
Niche, look at the comments. They're making it about me, Bookie.
The
Why don't you
context of
read?
it,
Invest in
Braids.
reading.
The context of it, Braid,
Go ahead,
was
Proxy.
that the context was that Miss Cool Ass said that when women see women with 2 degrees, look good, this and that, then they got so much smoke for them. So what T said was, what that got to do with anything? What does your 2 degrees, your looks, and anything got to do with what's going on now or what's being said? Your 2 degrees don't benefit me none, because, you know what I'm saying, they not benefiting you. If your 2 degrees are so high and you pushing it off as this bad context, like I'm dumb, this and that, why you ain't got no pain med? Like why you ain't using your degree to help yourself?
Wait,
That's what
Jesus.
Go to
that's
12
what the
minutes
point
on
is.
part 2, $2. 12 minutes on part 2.
Wait, no, wait. Did you hear what you just said? Can you
I
repeat
did.
what you
I
just
heard what you
said?
said too. So hold on. Wait.
No,
Hold
repeat
on.
what you know
Hold
what?
on. Let me tell you.
That's crazy.
Cause it's sometimes it
That's
take
crazy.
people that just be watching in the
Wait a minute.
comments.
Can we
Hold
Hold
listen to
on.
the
on.
clip?
Let me say
Can
Hold
we
on.
listen to the
this.
clip?
Let me
Because it
say
seemed
this.
like everybody want to
No,
hop up
let
and
me
cape for
say
tea.
this.
Listen to the clip and let them
No,
Yeah,
decide if
nothing
they don't
bad
like
was
it or
said.
not.
let me
Nobody's
say
I'm
this.
caping.
caping
I
for
gotta
T.
say
No,
You
this.
nobody's
are.
caping. I'm just
You
calling
are
the truth. I'm
though.
calling
If
it
I was
out.
caping for T, you would see. You
I'm not
trust me.
talking to you, Braid.
Okay, okay,
No,
okay,
I'm
okay. My
calling
I'm just
her
bad.
out.
talking to
She
Jay.
probably talking to
My
me.
bad.
But
I'm talking to
if you
Jay
let me talk, let me
specifically.
show you. Let me show you how I'm
Just
not.
play the clip.
No, let
Just
me
play
show
the
you how
clip.
I'm not
Yeah,
caping for
everybody
T.
mute, everybody mute, everybody mute. We're gonna listen
Now
to the
y'all
clip.
want me to mute. That's crazy. I'm not caping for T.
It's
Shorty
the host
wrong.
telling you to mute though, so mute.
This app, because can't nobody beat my ass. Don't let the damn 2 degrees fool you. Got me fucked up. Wait a minute, hold up. Let me tell you something. Who is that? I almost OD. No, baby. I got a very high pain threshold. I'm in pain 24/7. I never get any rest. I take 3 just to maintain self. So until you understand multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, and osteoarthritis, and you get a PhD, a MD, or an OD, stay in the comments. Sick of y'all no degree having assholes. Go get some damn couth about yourself. I said couth. Get some couth. Get some damn etiquette. I almost said something rude, but I'm not gonna give it to y'all because y'all would have won. Y'all would have. About yourself. Sick of y'all. I'll take these 2 degrees and slap you upside the head with that shit. No, take the 2 degrees and make them pay me.
There we go.
So she said, take the 2 degrees and make them pay meds.
Okay, so first and
Keep it playing. That's
foremost,
not over. That's not the full context. Let's keep going. I need to
wait.
listen. I really need to keep listening to the rest of this.
Go ahead, cool.
Let me say something. Literally, somebody in the comments said, "You almost OD'd." Talking, or I did OD. My response to is motherfuckers with no degrees always thinking they know what the fuck they talking about. That's what I said. Y'all hear what you want to hear. Somebody in the comments said that shit to me. In the little, go
So
ahead.
you wasn't talking. You wasn't talking to T at that time. You was
No,
talking,
I was
right?
not talking to
'Cause
her.
it
I was
was
talking to
somebody
the
in my room.
comment.
Right. It was a comment that was made about the medication that you take. Okay, let's play. So T thought that you meant that. Okay, whatever.
Do that. Take the 2 degrees and make a pain meds. Because obviously a goddamn two degrees don't help you heal. It don't help you from the pain. I don't think the fucking 2 degrees matters at this point. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Is 2 degrees suffice enough so you don't have to fucking be in pain all day?
I think it was glitching. Yeah.
I mean, got shit to do with nothing. You want to slap somebody over the head with a goddamn degree? Slap the doctor then. Fix it. You mad at everybody else. Ain't nobody done you nothing. On my motherfucking nerves. Sorry ass. It's right though. Those are some very painful things to do. Y'all ain't never experienced that shit. That shit's rich. Hopefully I wouldn't commented underneath the video, so hopefully Blissful bitch ass will be in here in a second. Nah, she met Jay mad at Blissful. Eating us. I'm telling you, God works on you every single day. He does. He wants you to be a good person. God wants you to be a good person. Dang. He does. He wants you to go to heaven. He wants you to be where he is. Shut up, yippity ass. Serpent. That one-eyed serpent is trying to fucking get you to go to hell. And you the one-eyed serpent. Don't go to hell. You down there mad because I didn't tell you you was smart, you was kind, you was important. Now you want to talk about God wants you to be a better person. Was you a better person when you was down here spamming the goddamn comments? Being mad because the motherfucker commented? Still unknown in the panel? Nobody still know you top flight security. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are the true haters.
He's talking about somebody named Jada.
Jade.
Jade. Okay. Yeah, somebody named Jade.
Did she just steal my nickname for Jade?
Probably. Y'all know down there that she gets back on cool, or is that it?
All that was said about the medicine.
Oh wait, Candy said yeah. So she talks about they talk about okay. That's fine.
Like people be trying to be kind to y'all, great to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And
Susu said that was the part. So did you hear everything you want to hear, cool?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Like I said before, be careful what you put out in the universe. And that even goes for me too. That's it. And as far as my degrees go, T has degrees. She's a teacher. And I made that very clear. But y'all ain't gonna want to hear that. That's why I made it a point to say, because I knew y'all were gonna spin it like I'm throwing my degrees up, like I'm this big bad bull or this big bad chick with degrees.
Cap.
Never. I've never mentioned that. But what I do tell y'all, you want to see my degrees? Okay. Anyway, she has certificates, she has degrees, she's an accomplished author. That's it. I don't understand why that was even mentioned. Yes, I said something about my degrees. I would hit you upside, like y'all act like y'all don't spin stuff and say stuff all the time. But you literally gotta come at me crazy. Yes, I have a 7 head. My daddy got a big ass 4 head too. I got it from him. Like, my face is the ancestors. What is wrong with you? Like, oh my God, y'all pass insults, and then when I do it, there's a problem. That's why I said what I said about the degrees. Don't let the degrees fool you. Don't let it fool you. And as far as my degrees, yes, they keep me out of pain because I got good health insurance. It keeps me on my meds. It absolutely does. Okay, Nina, I'll try not to. It does. It keeps me warm at night because I pay my bills with these damn degrees. But that's not the issue. Y'all got to understand how I fought to get my degrees. I literally blood, sweat, and tears, endless nights crying, endless nights being up because I wanted to have the life that I have today. My degrees, I often say this, and Trina will tell you, I often say my degrees not for me, it's for my community. It literally speaks to my very ideology of the community. in communities that are marginalized. Literally, that's what this paper is for. And it pisses me off when people don't understand that. My degrees were never for me. Never. My education was never for me to hold to self. Never. It was literally to propel the community to be higher, for people to get into certain positions so that we can have a better life. Our children can have a better life. But literally, y'all heard me saying, and it's like, oh, she thinks she the smartest one. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I have limitations, very much limitations. But my degrees keep me afloat. My degrees made sure my daughter crosses the stage next month, getting her Pharm D. My degrees made sure that my baby girl can go to dental school. My degrees kept my son alive. Literally. So when you say stuff like that, you absolutely are speaking to the very being of me. Now, I'm not trying to play victim. Maybe y'all hear something in my voice. Listen, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. But I'm going to call stuff out when I see it. Y'all call stuff out every day on this app. That's what messy TikTok is. Y'all calling people out. You literally, you know what I'm saying, recapping. But then when I literally decide to jump in the mess too, because of things I've not seen, then y'all want to say, oh, she this, she that. Like, come on. And I'm going to end with this. When has the Black community, yeah, my baby, Pharm D, when has the Black community, and I'm quoting my girl 20 here, when did we become so hateful to people with degrees and certifications? When did we become so where education is looked down upon? It used to be where when people had certifications, degrees, moving up in academia, we championed them. We literally go to them for advice. Now, I'm not saying come to me, because I ain't got the answers, baby. Don't put me on no pedestal. That's why my name is Reverend Cool Ass. Don't do that shit. But I'm really trying to figure that out. Really. I don't understand. We literally tell our children to go into certain careers because we are not in those careers. Hence why my daughter went into pharmacy. Because they're pushing medications on us that's literally taking us out. High blood pressure. How many people have you known that literally take blood pressure medicine but end up succumbing to the side effects? How many times have we gotten medication that doesn't work for us but works for them because they don't put us in the clinical trials? How many of us are walking around with no dental care and we need just somebody to say, you know what, I'll do this pro bono? Because your mouth is the first defense of your entire system. It relates to heart care, with heart disease, if you will. Like, come on. Now, I love messy talk. I watch y'all like I watch the stories. Yeah, I absolutely do. And every now and then, I might, put my toes in it. And that's okay. But damn. If this is for real,
I have a question for you. Your original statement, was it a lie?
What?
The original statement from the beginning. How could you insinuate being a groomer if, you allow people on your platform that are years?
That's what started it.
Was it a lie? Was it a lie? I'm asking y'all. I'm asking you. I'm asking the comments. Was it a lie?
No.
So then,
See,
why
this
are
what I
we here?
mean right there. My bad, Susu. Go ahead.
Yeah, don't interrupt me, Manny Fresh. I'm trying to just get my thoughts out. So, what I'm trying to say is this, okay? Currently, right now, this is
You don't even know
awful
who the fuck Manny
miscommunication.
Fresh is, shorty,
Hold on
but
one second,
you
Trucker
can be
Bay. Give me
respectful.
1 second,
You
Trucker
can be
Bay. Give me
respectful
1
though,
second,
cause I
headset.
see what you doing.
Give me
What you
1
doing
second,
is you ain't gonna
headset.
come.
Give me 1 second, headset.
Yo, you ain't gonna disrespect.
Hold on now. Hold on
You
now.
the motherfucker when she Manny
Hold
Fresh
on,
me,
hand to the
and I been
chest.
sitting
Give me a
up
second
here
now.
way longer than shorty though.
Am I talking to
Do that shit
you?
with you.
Am I talking to you?
Can Susu talk? Like, I'm pretty sure she
Let's
don't be
sister, I'll let you
hollering.
respond,
About
Jay.
Susu talking?
Jay,
Bitch, why the hell you cut me off?
I'm gonna let you. You can respond to her, Jay. Just let her
This is
get it.
not a
Just let her
Jazzy
get it
Fizzle
out.
production shizzle, okay? Let me talk.
You better hope your child don't be no Jazzy Fizzle. How
You
about
see what
that
you
shit?
talking about? Bitch,
How about
I'll beat the fuck out of you,
Oh, see,
fat-headed
now,
bitch.
I'm
Jay, that was
confused on the.
wrong. How
Now
you
I'm
doing
drop
that,
her
okay.
ass
Jay?
and
Jay,
I'll
that
send
was
you the
wrong.
money.
That
Drop
was
her ass and
wrong,
I'll
I don't
send
Jay.
you
get
the
you
money.
do
That
too.
was wrong,
Bye,
Jay.
bitch. Anyways,
I don't.
you mad because you look like a fat walrus.
Man,
That's
y'all
not
be.
my problem. Yeah. Anyways, so cool ass. I'm talking to you, babes. So the original message was not a lie. Am I right? Y'all all agree that wasn't a lie, right? So then now we've gotten to another state of miscommunication, did we not? You were talking to a comment that said, like $2 said, a comment in her live that said something about you ODing, correct? Okay. So when you were talking about your degrees and people being uneducated, you were not talking about T, correct? Okay, so then why is your health up for debate? Or your pain up for debate? Or your illness up for debate or discussion? Just like I was talking to you and Manny Fresh done popped up and said something about my unborn child. Do you see how people just be out of line and out of pocket? It's
That's
interesting.
the same thing I was about to say. Come back up and ask her. Like, you weren't saying that comment towards T. You were literally commenting to someone in your comments, and then T ran with it as if you're talking to her. So yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say too.
Yeah, I just re-listened to the clip, and she thought you was
They
talking.
want to know why did
Actually,
I
she
bring up
knew. She
degrees.
knew she wasn't talking to her. I just re-listened to the clip. She knew she wasn't talking to her.
The reason why I brought up degrees because somebody said that in the chat. And that's why I went in and said, until you get a MD, medical doctor, PhD, doctor of philosophy, or a OD, which is a ortho, you know what that is, $2. It's another form of a doctor above a PA or a
Oh, I
nurse.
got a gas violation. Susu, dang.
Hey, Susu. So that's what I meant. DO, thank you. My cousin is a DO. That's what I meant by that. But how they get spent with me throwing degrees up, like, come on. I don't know. But for someone, let me tell you something. For someone to say that, you're not in the medical field. You're not. I don't care if you a janitor or you the top CEO in a what is that called? In a hospital. You would know not to say that. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. I hope that answers y'all question. Sorry, you don't have a problem, but that was funny. What was funny? What I do?
What's up now? Why y'all just dropped me when Susu told y'all to drop me? So why y'all asking me to come back now? Why y'all asking me to come back now? Y'all dropped me when Susu told y'all to drop me, but y'all want me to come back now that Susu's gone.
We actually dropped you before she had said that because you said something about her child. We dropped you
Susu said
before she
something
said
about. Hold
anything.
on, see, this is what I mean. I ain't gonna argue with you. This is what I
Oh
mean.
my
I didn't
gosh,
disrespect
this is not
Susu.
what we're
Y'all
I
can
didn't
talking
say
move
about
nothing
forward.
wrong to
I think we
Susu.
can just
This
move
Hold
is
on,
not
Big
what
forward.
we're
Trina.
talking
I ain't
about.
disrespecting
Let's
nobody.
just move forward.
Susu came at me for no reason, called me
Let's just
Manny
move
Okay,
Fresh,
and
and y'all
forward.
you
know
took
that's
it
fucked
way
up.
overboard. Can we move
Let's just
forward?
move forward.
Oh, now it's moved forward when Susu disrespect me
Oh my
So,
and say
so,
whatever
gosh,
the fuck
this
she
ain't
want to
about
say
you.
about
hold
me.
on,
This
y'all.
this
Yeah,
this
move
not
Listen,
about
forward.
you
Say
no
hold
something.
more.
on.
We trying to move forward, Jay.
I came up here to interact with the conversation,
You did
Yeah,
but
say. So
Susu
let
wanted
me
to take
let
it
me let
there.
you know why I dropped you. I dropped you because you wouldn't shut the fuck up, and I asked you to let her speak. I don't give a fuck about you talking about her kid because I don't give a fuck what y'all say over here on this motherfucking panel. This is not a fucking safe space. But I did ask you to let her speak, and you continue to talk. That's why I dropped you.
Got you. I got that. I might have been out of place. Got you. What the queen got you. However, I did put in the comments, since we pay attention to comments, hey, can I say something? I raised my hand. Then I didn't know Susu was finna start talking because I put my mic off the same time she did. But instead of Susu being nice or whatever the fuck she ain't even gotta be nice, but being respectful and be like, hold on, she told I can go. She wanted to go and throw a jab in and say Manny Fresh. I didn't think I said anything disrespectful by saying, just hope your daughter or son don't be a Manny Fresh. What the fuck wrong with that? She came for me. She came for me,
But why
and I
couldn't you
still didn't
just? Why
disrespect
couldn't you
her.
just? But
And I
what?
still didn't disrespect her.
Do you have kids?
I do. So what?
But she kept it with you though. She didn't automatically just
I
jump
don't
to
give
your
a fuck. This
kid.
messy TikTok, right? Ain't that what y'all said? Y'all
But
said
you
she
know,
came.
but you
She
know,
came for me, right?
you are absolutely right.
Look, she
But you
came
know,
for
she's
me,
not
right?
gonna attack
Hold
your
on,
kids
wait.
though.
How you
I
gonna
didn't.
tell the
I
host
didn't
to
You
attack
hold
know,
her
on? Let's
kids
you know,
leave her.
either.
she's
She
not gonna
dropped your
Did
attack
I
your
ass.
attack her
kids.
kid? Did I attack her kid, or did I say just hope yours
Yeah.
don't
Do
come
you
out like
want your
me?
kid to come out looking like Manny Fresh? Yes, that's an attack.
I don't look like Manny Fresh. See, that's the crazy part about it.
But
See,
do you
y'all think
want
shit
your
jokes.
kid to
See, the
come
crazy
out
part
looking
is
like
y'all didn't
Manny
like
Fresh?
my joke back to her, but her joke was acceptable. Y'all don't get to tell me what the fuck to say to her when she's trying to come at me.
It
I don't
wasn't
give
a
a fuck
joke,
about that. I don't
really.
even know Susu. Susu don't know me either. Only thing she know is what I present.
Oh, told you. You
So
kept
why you
talking.
mad then? Dang, who did that? So why
I
you
don't know
mad
who did
then?
it.
If we can't dictate people's responses, why you mad? She call you Manny Fresh, Manny Fresh. Eat that shit and then respond. Like, what the fuck you mad for? If this is messy talk, why you mad? I don't
Hey,
understand.
$2. How
What's
y'all
up, man?
doing? So I just came to bust some
Gotta
bubbles.
eat. Let me show you something. I'm
Oh
not mad.
Lord.
Okay, can I
Jay,
talk, or y'all gonna keep
Jay,
going
Somebody
and
else was
drop me
talking
because
already. Shut
y'all got a
Jay,
point.
up.
Y'all
Jay,
got a point.
Jay. Are
What's
you
up, Manny?
listening or are you not? Are you
What's up,
listening?
Manny? I'm good, Manny. What's up?
Just came to bust some bubbles. So the actions that you just committed, that's diabolical talk. That's not messy talk. I know that you may get sometime misconstrued with what $2 and some of her other homegirls and homeboys do, but that's not messy talk. We giggle and snickle. You see how everybody stopped giggling? That's diabolical talk. Okay, Jay? They do love that on diabolical talk, but for messy talk, you got to kind of steer up the diabolical things that are
Hey,
not funny.
listen,
But there is a crowd for that as
Manny,
well,
listen,
though.
Manny, listen. Y'all might take it as diabolical, but I just take it as throwing a shot back by saying, hey, make sure your child ain't like me. You feel me? Since this is a problem, Manny Fresh, and we know what she was insinuating. So why is that a problem for me to say to make sure that your responsibilities ain't like this? Why is that a problem?
Because that's diabolical talk, Jay. That's what I just mean. I just gave you the definition. When they're
I
not
get it.
smiling
What
anymore,
she said to me was diabolical, right? What
okay.
she
No.
Well,
said
then
to
you could consider. So, Jay, I'm making you
No.
aware
that was
of the
That's not
crowd.
diabolical to me.
diabolical.
When you
That
stop
was
laughing,
diabolical to
But
Jay,
me.
No, it was
it's
not
not
we
diabolical.
can't
diabolical.
tell her
That was
what's
diabolical
diabolical.
to
If she
me
took it
because
as
Jay didn't come
diabolical,
up
then
here
she
with
took
that
it as
bullshit and talking
diabolical.
about nobody.
Have you been called Manny Fresh before?
Never. Jay ain't never been up here talking about nobody, been calling no Manny Fresh. Only thing I came up here was to put in the input just like everybody else did. Why I get called Manny Fresh? Because it was easy.
So
It was
y'all never
easy
had
for her
an
to do that.
interaction.
It was
Y'all
easy
never.
for her to get that off, right?
So
Wait.
y'all
So, are
never
you?
had any altercation
Oh, and
or
Manny Fresh
interaction.
is a man, right? And I'm a
Yeah, I was
woman.
just gonna ask that. Are you
Manny
offended
Fresh a
because she's
man,
not
right?
respecting your?
And I'm a
Oh,
woman. But
oh,
it's diabolical for
gotcha.
me to say that make sure your child ain't
Oh,
Manny Fresh. Fuck
she
that shit.
did insinuate you was a
I would
oh,
like to go ahead and call out that the comments said that you do
wow.
kind of favor Mini Fresh, or Mini Fresh. So
And so more women are doing
And,
this.
and, and you know what? The
Wow.
comments capping because if you go
More
look at my
women are
profile, manifesting
helping.
nothing like this. But go
Wow.
ahead. Like I said, y'all choose and pick what people can and can't say and what's bad and what is. But I didn't disrespect Susu when Susu came up here. Only thing I said was going off the clip. I was going to come in off the clip and that's it.
Thank
But
you.
then I get called Manny Fresh. Okay, go ahead. Do
Hey,
your
Yeah,
thing.
that
Do
is
your big one.
disrespectful to
All right,
Do your
can I
big
insinuate
say
one.
that
something
you
real
may
quick and then
be
I
a
gotta drop?
before I
man.
Go
say
ahead.
something to Jay real quick. Now, Jay, I'm not your favorite person, but I will
I don't
say,
even know you, cool ass. Don't
dang,
put
can
that in
she
my
They're
mouth.
gonna
I don't
say,
manage?
even know
Let her
Jay.
you.
They're
say
gonna
something.
say
Shut
you don't
up.
like them. They're gonna say you hate them,
Okay,
Jay. So you just have to
like you
listen.
gonna
That's
have to
their
go.
favorite
You
words to
need to talk.
use. When you disagree, it means I hate you, I don't like you, I never want to see you.
God,
You disagree with
literally.
me.
Manny, that
So
would
just
actually
listen,
apply to
Jay,
your
okay?
crowd.
Just
That's your crowd,
listen.
Manny. That's your crowd.
Okay,
You don't get
can
to
Cool
for free,
finish
bitch.
what she was saying,
Make
please,
sure you
and
get
then
away.
get up and lift will go?
It just didn't make sense that Manny had anything to say about the misgendering part because last month or last week I thought he was just calling himself a black woman.
Okay, we can come back to that break. Hold on. Cool, go ahead.
What I wanted to say to Jay, sorry that you were misgendered. I don't like shit like that. That's all I wanted to say. I don't get down with misgendering people.
It's all good.
Yeah, that's
And
what I
I
was
ain't
about to
even mad
ask.
at
Was it the
you.
fact
All I
that,
was going to say.
yeah, was it the
Damn.
name itself or was it because she called you a man?
Y'all
it's
got a
the fa-
crowd. I'm by myself, ho.
What?
It's because she called you a man?
it's for the fact of the matter is everybody up here know why she called me Manny Fresh. Everybody knows why she called me Manny Fresh. Right?
No.
Oh, okay then. That's a point.
I mean,
That's a
she would have
point.
to
She
explain
used
that.
it
I
as a
mean, I can't
dig
answer for
when I
her.
wasn't even coming
I
for
don't know if
her.
she has a page, but she would have to explain why she called you Manny Fresh.
She called me Manny Fresh because she insinuates because I'm a lesbian, I dress like a man all the time, or I look like a man
It couldn't be because
when
of your
I'm not.
haircut.
When I'm not. I'm a pretty bitch. Don't get it twisted.
Oh. Okay, get up and
Don't
lift.
get
You
it
can
twisted.
All
go.
right, all right.
Because I
Hold on,
think
hold
I
on.
went too far.
Yeah, I'm about to go get a haircut. By the drop. He's tasking me to beat 125 or bops, whatever the hell y'all call that shit, at 125K.
Thank you.
Y'all about the
Thank you,
screenshot.
though. Thank you.
Hey, that's all.
Hold
I
on,
ain't
wait.
even mad at Susu. It's all cool. You know what I mean?
Listen, Jay, I seen you and you favored one of my childhood favorite DJs. Frick it. That's all it was. I have
I got you, Susu.
plenty. Hold on one second. It's not about misgendering, so I want you to know I don't even play those games. It's simply just you look like somebody. Just like if somebody see me and said that I look like somebody famous, whether they're a man
You
or a
know I
woman.
don't look like
You're
Manny Fresh.
reaching for the
You know I
stars,
don't look like
okay?
Manny.
But okay, if you don't feel like you look like Manny Fresh, then you don't have to be that angry. Just stand in your truth. Just like I'm not that angry about what you said because I know my child not gonna look like you.
No, you just said you told
You
him
get
to
it?
drop me, so
I'm not
obviously
really
you
that
had some
mad.
heat. You had some heat about it,
I
right?
told you to drop. I told you to drop.
Oh, they
Anyways, so
backpedaling now,
anyways,
baby.
my
They buying
original
Super
issue
Bowls
was
backwards.
my original issue was the fact that when I spoke and I was speaking to Cool Ass, you were not speaking. You said,
I
now
didn't even
see,
know
this
you would
is,
start
hold on one
speaking.
second, Jay.
Did I
Hold
not
on.
say,
See,
oh,
this
my
my
bad,
problem.
Susu,
This
when
my
I started
problem.
talking?
This my problem right here. I can't get a thought out.
I don't go.
So my
I guess
issue
you
was
don't get no
when you
respect
heard
from me.
what I was saying, you said, now here I go. Now I see what you about to do. That's what you said. You were responding to me. You were not talking at the same time as me. So don't pull that.
When I
You
Susu.
interrupted me.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish. Then I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead.
You interrupted me. Just like $2 said, that is the reason why you got dropped. You were interrupting me, just like I just watched you interrupt 4 other people. We don't have to know each other for common courtesy. I came up here and I said, I'm speaking to Cool Ass. And you got off your mic and you interrupted me. Now go ahead.
Susu, let me say this. When you came up, I was already in this box trying to put my input in. Everybody else started talking. When Cool Ass stopped talking, I flipped my headphone set down to start talking, not looking at your box, not nothing. So when you start talking, the first thing I said was, that's what I was going to, exactly what I was going to say. My bad. Keep going.
So you were introduced.
Did I not?
So you were agreeing
not?
with me. Okay. So here's the thing. My pregnancy doesn't mean nothing about nothing. I'm not even
Did
mad
I
at you
not?
for saying what you said. Let me tell you something. Other people are making it a fuss. Okay. I don't really give a fuck because I already know what's up. Just like you should know what's up and that you don't look like Manny Fresh, Jazzy Faye, or anybody else that I said. Okay. But the reaching, come on now. You're reaching.
You reach for me. See, that's
No. You're reaching about the misgendering is what I'm saying. You're reaching.
No. It's not a reach.
It's a reach.
Let me show you why it's not a reach. Let me tell you why it's not a reach.
We invalidate her feelings.
Are you in my shoes?
How can we invalidate her
see what people
feelings?
say to me?
So
you can't say it's a reach.
I know we can't invalidate her feelings.
That's your opinion,
There was
Manny.
nobody invalidating
That's your
her feelings.
opinion.
How are we invalidating
That's
her
your opinion, Manny.
feelings?
I think it's a
Y'all not about to
reach.
drag lady.
I think it's
How
a
are we
reach.
invalidating her
It
feelings
is a-
now?
I
This is
think it's
not
a
a
reach. If you
Jay
don't,
made
that's
it clear
you.
how she feels.
Right,
So
but
how are we
Manny.
now
I think it's a
invalidating
reach.
her
If
feelings
you
if she
think it's
made
a
it clear
reach,
how she feels?
Okay.
Jay made the reach.
Hey, it ain't, it
that's
ain't
how
even
she
no big
feels.
deal. But if a
Can we all
motherfucker,
agree
Manny,
to
this
disagree
is
and
how it's
move
gonna
on
reach.
back
it's
to the
all
topic?
good, y'all.
Manny,
It's
you
all good.
invalidate
It's
everybody's
all
feelings.
good.
You was just invalidating Cool Ass feelings
No
earlier,
problem about you
so let's
calling me
not
an
just
animal. You said I call
and
everybody
Kettle
animal.
Black
So what
stay
the
out of
fuck
it.
you
Thank
talk
you.
about up there in that corner,
Yeah,
obsessed with
y'all go ahead,
synthetic?
Susan. You ain't got to say nothing to Manny. You
Yeah,
and Jay
The
go ahead.
hell?
please
Yes,
don't
Jay. Do
stop.
not let them
But
invalidate
I
your
will
feelings,
say,
No,
okay,
it's all
Jay?
good.
When
Manny,
I
Stand
said you
on
was
your
calling
own
me
It's
word,
an
good.
animal,
Jay.
you
Come on,
said
you
you
better
called
Don't
go
other
let
drop
them
him
people
it
down.
invalidate
wasn't
your
like that.
feelings. Because they'll
Manny,
do that.
here's
They'll
the
What the
thing
cry.
with you.
hell?
That's
They'll
messy talk. That's
cry and
I ain't come
diabolical.
up
calculate
still
them,
rapping
honey.
with
So don't
nobody,
let them
man.
invalidate your
Manny,
feelings.
listen, focus, darling.
You
Didn't
invalidate
you
everybody's
say?
feelings all the time.
$2, can you hear me?
But
So
didn't
shush
you
it
say
up there.
that what Jay's response wasn't
Millionaire,
messy
shut
talk? It
up.
was
I ain't taking
diabolical talk,
nobody's
right?
side. Shut up.
All
Okay.
right, everybody mute except Cool.
Okay, real quick. You people up here, and I'm talking to Manny, you said that we shouldn't invalidate Jay's feelings. And I get that. And I agree with you. But literally, maybe 30 minutes ago, you invalidated mine. So what's the real
Ring
I didn't
around the
invalidate your
rosy.
And
feelings.
you're no, sorry, experience. You invalidated her experience, as
I
a matter of
asked for
Ring
fact.
clarity,
around the
cool.
Let's be
rosy.
very clear. You invalidated her experience with DV, not just her
Cool. I
feelings.
asked for clarity with your experience because you said men. So I was asking for clarity and then you explained it. You didn't hear me go no further with that besides the men.
Ooh, child.
And
so
I started speaking then to the aspect of how men are defenseless against women. That's what I spoke to. I didn't invalidate your story or your feelings. I didn't even use that.
All
but
right,
I
we
Just
need to
talking
tap the
points.
screen to 150 taps, please. Get up and lift set so please keep tapping. Send one set gift. Support the live host and the panel, please. Thank you.
but Manny, hear me out. Yes, you did. And as soon as I gave you the context, you doubled down. No, I'm not walking around here battling men. No, I'm not doing that. But I did not want to tell my story. But if I have to, I will to give you context. And I literally did, and you still doubled down on it.
Ever speak about your story. That's why they told you that I said something about husband when really it was men. So again, men is not your story. Your
Yes,
story
you
is
did,
about your
on it. Yes,
husband.
you did.
I
Yes,
didn't
you did.
invalidate your story.
Yes, you
They
did.
came up and made it
Yes,
clear
you
that
did.
Manny was apparently
Not in the
talking
mood
about
today.
your
Yes, you did.
husband,
Yes, you
and my
did.
statement was to
Yes, you did.
men and
Yes,
how
you
they
did.
are defenseless against
It don't
women.
matter how many words you put together, you
So
still did it.
again, cool.
Wait
You
a
You
can
minute,
still
take
wait a
it
did
how
it.
minute.
you
Didn't
want to,
21 tell me we was
but
done talking about this? Didn't 21 try to invalidate the hit when he tried to talk about this earlier? We ain't dragging that back up. I'm landing my plane about Jay and I'm going back to the comments. Now, y'all said this messy talk. Lady Susu just gave you a quick read, Jay. So, for example, we know get up and lift be lifted. If I'm going back and forth or I say something to him, I say, wait a minute, Hercules. Am I really trying to say that he's Hercules? No, I'm trying to do a quick read and keep it moving. Or, for example, Manny here, Manny, you know I love you down. What if Manny say something? I say, wait a minute, Locks. Like, I'm just saying whatever I see about that person. Susu can see your profile picture. That was a quick, easy read. She wasn't trying to misgender you or go too far. But, I think maybe you went a little diabolical. But, everybody respond how they want to. But the point is, it was a quick read and she was not trying to come for you. Now, I landed my plane. I'm going back to the comments. Thank you,
Hi,
y'all.
Hippie.
Jesus, a little
Thank you.
pat on the
Hippie,
head.
I
That's
get that, but see the
all.
thing is, hold on, and I'm gonna be done.
Oh, but
Hippie, I
yeah,
get
I'll
what
hold
you
on. Sorry,
said.
I'll let you
I
respond.
get
I'm
what you
sorry.
said that she wasn't coming for me. But
Mm-hmm.
Susu, and correct me if I'm wrong. Susu, you already knew that when you said that how your commenters was gonna respond to that. That's like, don't be sitting up here talking about she was coming for a quick read
Yes, it's
when I didn't
It
funny.
come
was
up here.
funny. Yeah,
When
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't come up here,
Yes,
Yeah,
didn't
it
it's
was funny.
respond
I
to
funny.
said it was funny several
anybody.
times in the
So we
comments.
That's
weren't
my
supposed to,
point.
we can't
That's
Yeah.
laugh
my
now?
point.
We can't
You
laugh
can't
when
laugh.
something is
That's
Yeah.
funny?
You know what I'm saying? I went up here trying to be funny.
everybody's
Funny.
not
You said
laughing.
something
That's
back.
the
You thought it was
point.
funny. You think
That's
I'm
why y'all
I
crying
wasn't
keep
up
trying to
here?
be
listening.
funny.
You
Everybody
just
is
said
not
something about
laughing.
my unborn child. Do you hear me crying about it up
I,
here?
no, but you
Do
made
you
sure
hear
you
me
let that
crying
mother drop
about it?
me when I did say it
Do
because that
you
made
hear
you
me
feel
crying?
away.
You got it
That made
off.
you
You hear
feel
No,
me
you got
away.
crying
dropped
about
because
it.
you
She
was
did
interrupting
ask
the
for you to
host.
be
Don't blame Lady
dropped.
Sue
You
for that.
got
She
She
it
did
off. Do
clarify
you
that.
hear me
did
crying
show
about it?
that she wanted some quick action because she did ask
It
It
say
was a
immediately
drop.
to
boom
be
and a
dropped.
boom,
She
a tick
did.
and a tack.
She
We
Right.
did.
over it. Get over
So
it.
she didn't show like she wasn't pressed.
Y'all want to make it seem like I'm so mad
It
because
was
I'm
a
I'm
tip
pointing
or
out the
a
fact
No,
that
tat,
You
she
a
Jay,
do
they
seem a
would
pat
little
do
and a
pressed.
that.
tat.
Jay, they would
You
do
do seem
that.
a
Don't
bit
fall
pressed.
for
I ain't
that,
gonna
Jay.
lie.
Don't fall for that, Jay. Don't fall for it, Jay. They would do that.
Betty, please.
They would do that, Jay.
Oh no,
No,
You
she
sir.
do
heard
see,
I'm
what
but
I
gonna
Big
stand
Fresh
on
is
said.
still
mine, honey.
talking about it. Won't unhand Lady Sue. Anyway, I'll go back to the comments and y'all, you know.
Hi, hippie.
It's okay. We patted each other. We good now. Like
I,
it's
I,
all
I,
good.
I want I wanted to be quiet before Susu started talking. So when nobody mute me and say I'm
Oh, go
being
ahead. Go
over
ahead. I'm gonna let you
That's
conversation.
go.
So I wanted to
offensive
be
shit.
quiet and let it be quiet for a minute. All right, back to the topic of what we were saying. Like I said, I don't got no smoke for that, Susu. But if you call me Manny Fresh, hey, I'm gonna say the first thing that came on my
Go
mind, and
ahead.
that's
I
cool.
thought she was
But
gonna
like
be
I said,
quiet
I
so
ain't come up
somebody
here
else
to
could
tussle
talk.
with nobody.
I thought you was going back to the topic. Now, what
Who
topic
the
you
fuck
going
Yeah,
back
is
to?
this?
it's a lot of confusion.
I was, but you know what? Fuck
Now,
it. Yeah.
which topic? You going back to the cool and tea topic, or which one? What are you doing?
Hey, now see the thing is, y'all be thinking motherfuckers over here, y'all just talk to people weird and shit, right? I don't think I came up here to say was, Shorty, you might not sound like that you thought you was, insinuating that you do this and that to men, but when you said it, it sounded like
I'm gonna
in though
interrupt.
you was
Oh,
making it
cool.
seem
Let
like
her
I
finish.
fight
Cool, cool.
men,
Let her
so
finish.
ask
Let
my
her finish.
daughter. That's all I came up to say. When you said it, the way you said it, in the context you said it, it sounded as in though you fight men and we can verify this through your daughter. That's it. That's what I
$2,
came
didn't
to say.
you literally hear that clip? If you can't comprehend, I'm sorry, Jay. But what I wanted to tell you was just like you ain't like Susu calling you not by your name. My name is cool ass black woman or Rev or whatever you want to say, not Shorty. Okay? So give me that same respect too. As
My
far as all
bad.
the
Cool ass. My bad.
Manny. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jay. But Manny, I really want to know your beef with me. I really want to know. Because literally, I watch you all the time. Literally, we chopped it up the other day. So really, why? Yes, I'm a for real reverend. Yes, I am, and I cuss. I absolutely do. I
Thank
drink
you.
Hennessy. I drink Hennessy and I play spades. Like what? And I say those things so you won't put me on no pedestal. Because baby, I did go to school to be well, not a pastor, but to get some ideology. Yeah, I'm an ordained pastor. You want to see my credentials? I mean, I'm saying I'm a sexually liberated black woman too. Very proud of it. Go see a man about a horse every time I can. Now what? I don't understand. Now, one thing I literally will tell you, I can exegete a text. Baby, I preach down and I bring black women up, the ones that want to hear. Literally, I find us in the biblical text. So listen, I'm not a TD Jakes. I'm not a Serena Jakes or a Sarah Jakes. I'm none of that. I'm cool as black woman. Now, if you want to get out of the controls of religion, come see me. But if you want to literally sit up here and try to throw darts at me because I said what I said, then fine. That's good. But that's the reason why the church is the way it is. Y'all, this is insane. Because literally, y'all still going to Jamal Bryant Church and he got 10 to 15 kids with his members. I don't see y'all saying nothing about him. Manny, what is your problem with me? What? What did I do to you?
Cool, you know you're not gonna get a real answer to that. So let me
No,
ask this
because
question.
I'm trying to understand what?
So let me ask this question. So all of this between you and T is because of what she hold on. Because of what she said about Chef being a groomer.
Yes. Because I'm like,
And
that's
your
her problem.
response was, how could she call Chef a groomer when she allowed those type of men and abusive men and all of those type of men on her panel?
That's my problem. Absolutely. I said that. I said that on a panel. I said that on a panel. Was it $2 susus? I said it. She got word for it. And that's when she wants to what? Question me.
And that's why we here now.
That's why we're here now.
Okay.
Okay, question. Cool question. So, do you think you saying that she received that as a dig or as a blow?
Yeah, she did. Absolutely. Yes, I used to be in Tea Time panel. That's why Dab clocked me and said I shouldn't have spent the block. because I know who I'm dealing with. What?
And for
Why
all of
y'all?
y'all
Well, if
asking
her
for the
response,
clarification of why I told Cool she should have spent the block is because they already had an altercation
Yes,
a while back. So that's why I told her she should have never spent the block.
right. Like, my question to Cool, why didn't you go to T and ask her? I literally 20 literally told y'all why. Like, what? Now, yes, that's why, oh my God, that's why I said to the people that said she platformed Moses. That's why I literally said I'm not a friend of Chef at all. I'm not. But if you gonna sit up there and call a spade, call it both ways, or you gonna get ran of Boston. Like, come on. Why is this hard to comprehend? She called the girl a groomer, but she platformed certain people on her panels, including me. But she was a safe refuge for who? Black Chicago. She was a safe refuge for men that literally down women every day, all day.
A quick clarification again, I'm not on anybody's side. I will just do a clarification. T did not call Chef a groomer, but Sobe in fact did. That's my only 1-2.
I would
Brain,
say,
we thank you for the clarification. I
I
love
will.
that.
That's
Oh,
why
I
we
missed
be
that. Can
needing
you
the
do that again?
context. We be
And
needing
so
that
while
context, baby. Ooh, sticky, sticky.
it was allowed, he allowed for that person to call her a groomer. It didn't correct it, back it up, didn't do any
No
of that.
Y'all can
matter.
say
She
that
ain't say
all. Y'all
it.
can say
She
all of
didn't
that. Y'all
say
can say
it. It
Yeah,
whatever.
don't
well, I'm
matter.
gonna
Yeah.
say
She
all
ain't
that,
say
but